Good evening. Tonight we bring you a story that's making waves across Asia, a tale of ships, security, and the shifting balance of power in the region. In a move that's caught the attention of governments and analysts alike, Japan has announced it will provide 6 large patrol vessels to the Philippines, not as a sale, but as a gift, a gesture that carries weight far beyond its surface. On paper, it looks like an act of generosity. But in the world of geopolitics, every gesture has layers of meaning, and this one is no exception. This development is the result of years of growing alignment and cooperation between Tokyo and Manila, as both nations face new challenges in their region. These ships are not ordinary vessels. They are advanced multi-role patrol ships, equipped to monitor vast stretches of ocean, respond to emergencies, and assert a visible presence in contested waters. For the Philippines, a nation made up of more than 7,000 islands, this is nothing short of transformative. The country's sprawling coastline has long been a challenge to secure and monitor. Its Coast Guard, often stretched thin, has struggled to keep watch over its vast maritime territory, leaving gaps in security and response. The arrival of these new vessels marks a significant leap forward, boosting the Philippines' ability to patrol, protect, and respond across its waters. The timing of this gift is no coincidence. Tensions in the South China Sea are at a boiling point, with multiple nations vying for control and influence. Each week, new reports emerge of confrontations, close calls, and aggressive maneuvers between rival ships, raising the stakes for everyone involved. Japan's support for the Philippines is a carefully calculated move in a high-stakes regional game, signaling its commitment to stability and partnership. It's a strategic chess move on the ever-shifting Indo-Pacific board, where every action is watched and weighed by neighbors and rivals alike. Tonight we'll peel back the layers, exploring not just the official reasons for this gift, but also the deeper, often unspoken agendas at play. What's really driving this remarkable gesture from Japan? And what could it mean for the future of Asia's security landscape? Join us as we dive into the story behind the headlines and uncover what this surprising gift across the sea truly means for the region. The answers may shape the future of Asia for years to come. Let's dive in. Ask officials in Tokyo or Manila, and you'll hear the same story. This partnership is about more than just politics or economics. It's about building a lasting friendship and upholding the principles of international law in a region where both are constantly tested. Japan says it's helping the Philippines enforce maritime law, combating piracy, illegal fishing, and protecting the marine environment. These efforts are crucial in waters that are not only rich in resources but also vital for global trade. The Philippines frames it as a vital step in modernizing its Coast Guard, moving beyond aging hand-me-down vessels that have long struggled to keep up with new maritime challenges. These new ships mean better rescue operations, stronger law enforcement, and a more secure coastline. For coastal communities, this translates to safer livelihoods and greater confidence in their nation's ability to protect its waters. Both sides use careful language, phrases like maritime domain awareness, capacity building, and regional stability dominate official statements, signaling cooperation without confrontation. Japan presents the gift as a tool for the Philippines to police its own waters, contributing to a stable region and reinforcing the idea of mutual respect and support. It's a narrative of empowerment, not aggression, one that aims to inspire pride and unity among Filipinos while reassuring neighbors of peaceful intentions. But this official story is only part of the truth. Beneath the surface, there are layers of strategy and calculation. The focus on law enforcement and humanitarian aid is a diplomatic cover for deeper strategic motives, including balancing regional power dynamics and responding to growing security concerns. It allows both countries to strengthen ties, build trust, and enhance their capabilities, without directly provoking others or escalating tensions. The real conversation is happening behind closed doors, where sensitive topics and long-term plans are quietly discussed. What's left unsaid is just as important as what's announced. The subtext of these agreements often reveals more than the headlines. To understand the full picture, we need to look beyond the press releases and official statements. Let's dig deeper into the real motivations and implications behind this growing partnership. The real reason for this gift? It's not just about ships or military hardware. There's a deeper strategic calculation at play, one that goes beyond headlines and official statements. Look at a map and focus on the South China Sea, a region that has become one of the world's most contested maritime zones. This waterway is a flashpoint of competing claims, with China's sweeping 9-dash line at the center, cutting across the territorial waters of several nations. Despite a 2016 international tribunal ruling against it, China has ignored the verdict and built military fortresses on artificial islands, expanding its reach and control. These bases now bristle with runways, radars, and missiles, turning once remote reefs into unsinkable aircraft carriers, projecting power far beyond their shores. China's aggressive tactics, ramming boats using water cannons, blockading outposts, are designed to wear down resistance, intimidate neighbors, and assert dominance over vital sea lanes. The Philippines, on the front line of this struggle, has struggled to push back with its outdated fleet, often finding itself outmatched and outnumbered. Japan's gift is a direct response to this pressure, a signal of solidarity and support in the face of growing threats. It's about helping the Philippines stand up to intimidation and defend its rights, ensuring it can patrol its waters and protect its people. For Japan, it's also about setting a precedent. If international law can be ignored here, what's next? The consequences could ripple far beyond these waters. The stakes are high, not just for Manila but for the entire region. Stability, freedom of navigation, and the rule of law are all on the line. This is the unspoken reason behind the deal. A quiet but firm stand against coercion and disregard for international norms. It's about resisting coercion, upholding the rules, and ensuring that the balance of power in Asia remains fair and just for all. Let's be clear, the secret agenda here is China. Both Japan and the Philippines see China's military expansion as the main threat to their security. For the Philippines, Chinese ships harass fishermen and block access to resources. For Japan, the threat is both economic and territorial, with disputes over the Senkaku Islands and vital trade routes. Japan's support isn't just altruism, it's strategic self-interest. By strengthening the Philippines, Japan creates a counterweight to China's influence. Think of it as a neighborhood watch. Helping a neighbor makes everyone safer. These ships are designed for long-range patrols, allowing the Philippines to maintain a presence in disputed waters. They can shadow Chinese vessels, document activities, and assert sovereignty. This isn't about starting a war, it's about changing the balance. China can no longer act with impunity. The message: the region won't be dominated by the biggest ship. The game has changed. There's another layer: Japan's own transformation. For decades, Japan's pacifist constitution limited its military role. But rising threats from China and North Korea have pushed Japan to reinterpret its laws. Now, helping allies is seen as self-defense. The new official security assistance policy allows Japan to provide military-grade equipment abroad. The Philippines is among the first to benefit. Japan is stepping up as a security provider, not just an economic power. This signals a major shift. Japan is ready to lead, not just follow. The 6 ships are more than hardware. They're a symbol of Japan's new role in Asia. To understand today's moves, look to the past. This echoes the Cold War, when superpowers built alliances by providing military aid to smaller states. It wasn't just generosity, it was about building influence and creating buffers. Today, Japan's strategy mirrors this playbook. China seeks dominance in its near seas, much like the Soviet Union once did. The Philippines is a frontline state feeling the pressure. Japan, with US backing, acts as a security patron, providing tools to resist coercion. The goal isn't to provoke war, but to deter it. It's about creating a balance where no single country can impose its will. The 6 warships are a key part of this deterrence. The message: aggression will be met with resilience. The stakes are regional stability and the rules of the game. History is repeating, with new players and higher stakes. This deal isn't just about ships, it's about people. The vessels require skilled crews, and Japan will train Filipino sailors to operate them. This training builds trust, interoperability, and lasting relationships. When forces train together, they learn to work seamlessly in crisis. Whether disaster strikes or tensions flare, young Filipino sailors will gain experience with advanced technology, learning from Japan's best. They'll return home as leaders, strengthening their own Coast Guard. This investment in people creates a legacy of cooperation. It weaves the 2 countries' security establishments together. For coastal communities, these ships are a sign of hope. Fishermen who once felt abandoned will see their waters patrolled by capable, well-trained crews. It's a morale boost and a message that they're not alone. The government, with Japan's help, is taking real steps to protect livelihoods and national heritage. The human connection is as valuable as the hardware. This partnership will shape the next generation. Security is about more than steel, it's about trust. In Manila, this deal is a lifeline. The government's tougher stance on China now has real backing. The ships move the Philippines from protest to presence, boosting pride and defense. Memories of World War II have faded. Today, Japan is seen as a partner, not a former enemy. Economic ties are strong, and now security ties deepen. In Tokyo, the view is strategic. Japan's leaders know their prosperity depends on stable sea lanes. Supporting the Philippines is essential for Japan's own security. It's forward defense, strengthening a partner to keep instability at bay. There's also a sense of responsibility. As Asia's second-largest democracy, Japan is expected to lead. The US has encouraged Japan to do more, and this deal is proof it's stepping up. Japan is positioning itself as a reliable leader, offering an alternative to China's approach. The partnership is pragmatic, powerful, and future-focused. This agreement is more than a transaction, it's a signpost for Asia's future. It marks the rise of new security networks, not just US-led alliances. Like-minded powers, Japan, Australia, India, the Philippines, are building their own partnerships. This deal is a cornerstone, adding resilience to the regional order. Other Southeast Asian nations are watching closely, encouraged by Japan's support. The ripple effect could reshape the region's security landscape. Of course, China will push back, raising the stakes. The challenge is to deter aggression without triggering conflict. The future of Asia may be decided in the South China Sea. The gift of 6 warships is a bet on a free, open, and cooperative order. How this story unfolds will shape the region and the world for decades to come.